September 11th, 2001. Many lost their lives. Many became heroes. Tonight, we help one hero in need. I'm Ty Pillington. Here in Ohio this week, our story focuses on the events of September 11th, 2001. One of the worst days in American history, and one of the greatest acts of courage. I want to dedicate this show to all the people who are touched by the horror of 9/11. Now, let's go wake up the Thomas family. John, Paul, Ed, and Tanya. We're heading to Whitehall, Ohio, which is just outside of Columbus, to meet the Thomas family. Now, although we're in Ohio, the story, it starts in New York on September 11th, 2001, when Jason Thomas, after hearing the news of the attack, made his way down to Ground Zero to help pull survivors out of the wreckage. He, like a lot of brave men and women that day, really stepped up. And now, 5 years later, this guy needs our help. Take a look at this.
Hi, ABC. My name is Jason Thomas, and here goes my son, Jason Christian.
Hi, I'm Kirsty.
Hi, I'm Aunt Teresa, and this is my daughter, Marvis Marie.
Hi, I'm Naomi, and I'm 10 years old.
Hi, I'm Jason, and I'm 13 years old.
Hi, I'm Iman, and I'm 5 years old.
This is our beautiful family. This is our house. Come on in so we can tell you our story.
On the morning of 9/11, Jason Thomas woke up like the rest of us to the worst tragedy in American history. Now, he's an ex-Marine, so he grabbed his Marine uniform, he put it on, and he headed straight down to Ground Zero to see if he could help.
I'm headed down the West Side Highway, and about a mile, less than a mile away, I see the second tower collapse. It comes crumbling right down. And very emotional time for me because, I wanted, you wish that everyone who was in that building got out. But then reality kicks in and say, hey, there's gonna be a lot of people dead. So I jump up and I just run towards Ground Zero.
I've never seen nothing like it in my life.
And this whole time I'm trying to take all of this in. You smell the smoke and the burning of flesh, and getting on site and seeing the destruction. I could have never had prepared myself for what I saw. I run into a person by the name of Staff Sergeant Carnes, and we conducted a search and rescue. Staff Sergeant Carnes immediately goes to the left. I went to the right, and we're crossing this metal and the rubble, and the metal, you can feel, is still hot, and there's a ton of black smoke pouring up out of craters. I shout out in this one hole, is anyone down there, United States Marines? And I hear a voice. This voice is saying some number, but I didn't care. I didn't care about the number. I didn't care about anything at all. I was just happy that we had someone that was alive, and we needed to get to that person immediately. And we did. We jumped down the hole. We dug and we dug and we dug till about 3:30 in the morning.
Well, the voice came from one of two Port Authority police officers that were trapped deep in the ruins. What's amazing is they were the last two police officers to be brought out alive. Jason and the others are heroes. Those guys are alive today because of them. But Jason wasn't done working. He went back to the site every single day for the next 2 weeks.
I hope that there was more people that we could help rescue, but it wasn't. It wasn't that way at all. The only thing that we pulled out was body parts. Yeah, you do have those nightmares. You do wake up in the middle of the night just having to, say, hey, let it go, just let it go. But you just learn how to deal with it. You fight through it, you deal with it.
He volunteered. He wasn't paid, he wasn't on payroll, he wasn't on duty. He just thought he was needed, and so he went to go help. He's our hero. He doesn't like to be called a hero, but he's our hero.
So after September 11th, Jason moved his family to Ohio to put the things he'd seen that day behind him. Well, they thought they bought their dream house. They moved in, his wife's aunt and her daughter, because they fell in some hard times. And they were looking for a better life, and no one deserved it more. The problem is their dream home turned into a nightmare. It's literally falling apart around them. And the crazy thing is, this thing is only 8 years old.
These are the steps. As you can see that this wood is starting to fall completely apart. This is cardboard here.
The cardboard.
And it just goes all the way up the steps.
That's really bad.
That one is about to go. This one is definitely going to go.
Might go today.
This wall is supposed to be structurally sound, and it's not.
Oh.
Look at that.
The walls are very shoddy. They're not sturdy.
See cracks all throughout the wall. Piping was screwed up, which leaked down into our basement, and the ceiling caved completely in. The ceiling inside of the bedroom appears to be falling as well. The garage door opener pulled itself completely away from the frame of the house.
This literally fell on us. We basically got ripped off. We purchased a home that we thought would be a safe haven for our family. But to me, it's just it's a death trap waiting to happen. That's what it is. We need to hear from you soon. Please, help us.
Quite a bunch, yeah.
Oh my God.
Guys, Jason Thomas is a true American hero, man. He did what we all wanted to do on that day that none of us will ever forget. And now it's time for us to give something back to him. So what do you say, people? Can we build these guys a house?
You better believe it,
Bring
bro.
it in there, people.
You
Let's
better
make it
believe it.
happen. Are you with me?
Yo.
Well, then let's do it! Woo! Good morning, Thomas family! Jason, Kirsty, Naomi, Imani, Jason, Teresa, and Marty, come on in here!
We're here to celebrate Jason Thomas for risking his own life without a thought to get in there and try and rescue people. So we're here at the right time. I can't wait to get started. Very, very amped and pumped up this week.
Thank you!
Take a minute, it's okay.
It's just unbelievable that you guys would all be here to help us and to do what you're doing.
It's really an honor to be here, actually. I mean, you really kind of stepped up and did what a hero would do.
When I lived in New York, I had a wonderful next-door neighbor. She was a flight attendant. And she went down in Pennsylvania. Everybody was frightened that day, every single American. And Jason Thomas found 2 survivors. And I guarantee you that wasn't good enough for him. And he did it for complete strangers. Complete strangers. And he'd do it again.
I know there are a lot of people like you that were there that day to help out. And it's just kind of a shame that you're living in a house in this kind of situation.
It's supposed to be our dream home, and to see it just fall completely apart right in our face. It's terrible. It's terrible. It really is.
Well, hopefully we're gonna be able to change that this week. While we're building you guys a new house, you guys are actually going on vacation. You wanna
Yes!
Yes.
You guys wanna know where you're going on vacation?
Yes.
Well, how does Disney World in Florida sound? That's right. So here's what's gonna happen. We don't have a lot of time, so we need to get you guys packaged in the limo and on your way. But first, Jason and Kirsty, why don't you guys show me the house? Everybody else, hang out with the design team, show them around, find out what you guys need. Sound good?
Beautiful.
All right. So Jason, Kirsty, show me the house.
This is
Okay.
our home.
Wow. Okay.
Just be careful walking up these steps.
We kind of walk on the outside to the
Wow.
edge.
Yeah, they seem a little soft in the middle.
This is our baby's room.
Oh.
This occurs in many of our rooms.
There's not even any insulation in there.
That's probably why we're so cold.
And the bathroom has a gigantic hole in the ceiling.
That's the leak from upstairs.
It's like a gigantic blister. Oh my God. I would suggest you guys not lean on this at all.
Right.
That's gonna go like any minute. None of this stuff was really that apparent to you when you bought it.
No, because we were moving from New York,
Yeah.
where prices for homes are ridiculously high. We had saved for 2 years, and we really sacrificed. All we saw was it's nice, it's big, has tall ceilings, it has many bedrooms, it's in a beautiful neighborhood. We were just really excited.
Was this your first house you guys bought together?
Our first house we bought together.
Correct. This house looks and feels like it's 40 years old. It's just falling apart. The thing is only 8 years old. It's a house made out of cardboard and particle board. It's a lemon. He's literally worried about his kids' safety, for their kid's life. It's not right for anyone, and it's especially not right for Jason Thomas. What I've kind of noticed is because of this house and the condition it's in, like I don't see like any artwork on the walls. It doesn't seem like you've ever really decided to move in because it feels like you're in a temporary home.
And that's exactly why he's very adamant about not putting anything up, because he doesn't want to put it up on what we have.
I had a box that had a bunch of citations, personal items that were given to me. They meant so much to me, but I didn't want them to be put up or in a house that I did not consider a home. It just didn't feel right. That's part of the hole that both of those guys were in, John McLaughlin and Will Himeno. So
this is part of the beam that they were underneath?
Correct. It's emotional just to even discuss the significance of what this is. I try not to think about it. You want to put that aside. So no, I will not put it on my this wall here because it doesn't display strength at all, because it's falling completely apart.
Tell me about this flag?
Yes, this is American flag, and it was given to me This American flag was given to me just for the service that I gave on 9/11. So
means a lot.
Means a lot.
Yeah. This week, it's all about saying thank you to a guy who didn't have to do what he did, but he did because he believes in this country, and he believes in what it stands for, and he believes in doing what's right. 2 men are alive today because of him. It makes you realize that's what a hero is, man. It's like somebody that's there for you when you absolutely need help. And this week, there's a guy, now he needs help. And I tell you what, we're gonna rally and make sure we're there for him. Hopefully we can make some changes to the home that'll make you a little more proud of the house you're in. Maybe you can finally display some of those things. But, dude, I tell you what, I know you got mixed feelings about that, but I'd just like to say thank you. Truly.
Coming up.
You love this country, don't you?
I'll die for this country.
We honor a true American hero.
This man helped protect our dream. Let's give him and his family theirs.
And later, we meet the Port Authority police officers that Jason rescued.
It took a lot of courage to do what he did.
It's a miracle you guys are still here, man.
Yeah, it's a big miracle. It's mind-boggling, but we're here.
Then, an accident brings construction to a halt.
This is what you call a severe injury. It was bad.
An extraordinary 2-hour television event is just ahead.
I know that I'll be this emotional. I'm this tough Marine, and we don't cry.
Hugs! Hugs! I want you to walk through that door and show your family your brand new house.
Look at all these toys. Do you like to skate?
Yeah.
Whose pink bike?
Mine.
And it matches your pink outfit.
Can I ride your pink bike when you go away on holiday?
No.
Oh, I'll be very careful with it.
Jason's done a great job of not letting what he saw that day eat into him, that eats into him as a father, because his kids, they haven't got a care in the world.
I like to color in my room and draw in my room because I'm a really good artist.
You're a really good artist. What do you like to color? What are your favorite colors?
Rainbow.
Rainbow. That is hard.
Amani's a little shy, but Naomi told me that she loves rainbows, and Amani really loves to roller skate. So since they're sharing a room, I want to incorporate rainbows and roller skates so they have exactly what they each love.
What does the elephant sound like?
Right. Whoa. Marvis and Jason, 2.5, 3 years old, all about elephants. They love elephants, and I like elephants, and I'm thinking elephants, and we'll see where we go from there.
When you're not studying, when you're not doing sports, when you just chill out, what do you like to do?
I listen to music.
What kind of music you like?
Really all types of music.
Yeah?
Yes. Most likely, like rap, hip hop, or R&B or something.
Uh-huh. So you could have a hip hop room and and stuff like that?
Yes.
Yeah?
So Jason is your...
He's my nephew.
He's your nephew?
By marriage.
Right.
He's a great guy. I've always loved Jason because Kirsty's my girl. When my sister passed away, we all chipped in to raise her, but she's always had a special place in my heart. She always will.
I was able to sit down for a little bit with Aunt Teresa and just listen to her about what's it like living with a hero. And she certainly's had a tough go at it, and this family brought her in, and she helps, and very, very proud of both Jason and Kirsty.
It certainly takes a special man to do what he did. I mean...
Jason and all of his friends, all of his family say the same thing. We would have been shocked and surprised if Jason hadn't gone down there. That's the kind of guy he is. And he was putting out fires, and he was saying prayers over people. That was a hard day. He said he couldn't believe there wasn't anybody out there that wasn't alive, and he wasn't going home until he made sure. So that's what he did. I'm sorry.
So, nothing to be sorry about.
I couldn't believe he did it. I was so scared when he told me.
Can you kind of take me through that day? Did you think about, like, what you would find once you started digging through that rubble?
Not at all. I just hoped for survivors. I really did. Will Himeno is one of the officers that was calling out, but we only saw his hand sticking up because he was beneath another level.
What did you tell those guys?
Well, you tried to comfort them, tried to keep their mind completely off of the situation that what they're going through, because they're trapped and they're injured. I remember at one point in time, Will Himeno was saying, he was telling us, just amputate my leg, because his leg was trapped. And he wasn't saying it because he just wanted to get out of the hole. He was saying it because he wanted us to get to John McLaughlin, because his condition was just much worse. With him saying that, I knew the type of person that he was. If I had lost my life, it would have been well worth it. Because I know that this guy right here is willing to give his leg to help out, someone else.
So now, I've heard the story today. You got pretty emotional when you looked at this thing. Now I think I understand why this means so much to you.
It means a lot. It's a symbol of what we are as Americans. Because on that day, we all came together and stood as a nation, as Americans. It didn't matter what race you were, what religion you were. We all came together to help one another out.
You love this country, don't you?
I'll die for this country.
Well, I can tell you this, man. I know you've done your part. I just want you to know that we're going to do our part. None of us will ever forget that day, September 11th, 2001. The emotions you go through are first fear and shock, and then anger. And nobody knew what to do. You've got to tip your hat to the men and women, the police officers, the firemen, people like Jason Thomas, who went down to do whatever they could. He showed exactly what kind of person he is. And that's the kind of person that shouldn't have to live the way he's living.
All right, Tom.
All right, buddy. Have fun down there, all right?
Up next, the Marine Corps kicks into action for one of their own. When Extreme Makeover Home Edition continues.
just want to thank everybody for being here. Design team, this, of course, is our builder who's going to help us build the house this week. This is Bob. This is Mark from MI Homes. We've also got the Marines from Lima Company from Ohio. You guys want to say anything to kind of motivate the crew?
Absolutely, although I don't think this group needs much more motivation. But I do want to say a few things. First of all, we're proud to be here. We're a home builder, and we provide people the American dream. But if you think about it, the real American dream is the dream to be free. And we're all free because of special people who perform heroic acts. And Jason Thomas is an American hero. This man helped protect our dream. Let's give him and his family theirs.
There must have been about 50 American flags being waved in the air. And I'm having like an out-of-body moment where I'm seeing all these people waving flags, and I'm like, you must build a flag. If I can make a flag out of lumber and try and make it look like it's blowing in the wind, then I might have something here.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, this is awesome that we're all here. And the thing is, the family doesn't even realize that we're all about to do what we're about to do. So what do you say? Should we let them know what we're about to do? Yeah! Hello, Thomas family. Guys, I hope you're having a fantastic time on vacation. Well, as you can see, well, today's kind of a big day, and we've got lots of folks here gathered around because, well, we're going to do something that needs to be done. We're going to get rid of that nightmare you guys have been living in and finally give you that dream house you guys absolutely deserve. So we've got some friends here. We've got the Marines from Lima Company, Columbus, Ohio here. We've also got a builder, MI Homes are here. Say hi, everybody. Jason, we'd just like to say, man, you really stepped up, did your part, and now we're going to do ours. So, people, are you ready to do some demo? Let's go! Let's go, people! The family, as you can see, I'm literally sticking my head out of your house. As you can see, these guys yell a lot. The Marine drill instructor comes up and just screaming at everybody's face. He's screaming at my face, he's screaming at Paul's face, he's screaming at everybody's face. He does screaming very, very well. And I should know, I do it pretty well with a megaphone. Down, people! That's what I'm talking about! No freaking way! Oh, yeah!
I loved it. I loved it. You could see the Marines kick their feet completely to the wall. I couldn't believe it. It was crazy.
These Marines are unbelievable. It's so scary. I'm scared.
Oh, the drill instructor, he's scary. His breath and spit and teeth, and he's just rah, 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 rah.
What do you think you're doing? I'm moving faster. Move faster. You get in for me. I know where you're at. I know what you're doing.
Get these guys out of here. It's time to bring in the big guns. Let's go.
Get out. Get out. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Wow, the garage
I love the smell of demo in the morning.
Chill it at the basement.
Look at the wall. It's confetti. It's a celebration.
That's crazy.
Okay, so family, the good news is your nightmare is over. And the dream, well, it's just beginning. So guys, have a great time on vacation and wish us luck because hopefully we're gonna have your house by the time you get back. But for now, we gotta get rid of the debris and build you a new one. See you guys, have fun on vacation. All right, buddy, let's get this thing out of here.
Coming up next. A massive storm threatens progress on the house.
The next step is insulation and drywall. Yeah, drywall, right.
And later, one designer's project goes terribly wrong. If you or someone you know deserves a home makeover, go to abc.com, keyword home makeover to apply to be on the show.
It's the morning of day 3, and right now we're just now putting in the basement walls. Last night, slight setback. Once we started digging for the foundation, we discovered this old mound of concrete, remnants of an old house. The Thomas's home was sitting on old construction, causing that foundation to really be shifty. This time, we got it right. Take a look at this.
If you listen to the dulcet sounds, you'll hear in the distance a beeping sound. That beeping sound is very reassuring because when it's a constant noise like that, that means we're level, we're plumb. In a hospital, that's a bad sound. But in building, is a good sound.
Remember these vinyl records? I'm going all along one expansive wall. The opposite wall, I'm gonna have like this graffiti artist come in and I just see like this whole wall with like a really cool wallpaper or something like that.
This week I'm doing Jason's room. Age 13, Jason. He loves music, and he loves fashion, and he loves hip-hop, and he loves all that stuff. And I really want to incorporate that into his room. I've got graffiti walls, I've got records on the walls, I've got turntables. He's gonna love it.
I'm going to try and attempt something I've never done before. I'm a woodworker, I'm a furniture maker. I'm not a sculptor, I'm not an artist, but I've been motivated by this flag of yours, Old Glory. What I want to try and do is go to the nearest lumber yard and try and get my hands on 3 different types of lumber. Walnut to represent the blue behind the flag, stars. White ash or white cherry to represent the stars and the white stripes, and mahogany to represent the red stripes. What I want to try and do is a flag that looks like it's blowing in the wind.
My wife's American, my little boy's American. Unfortunately, I'll never sound American, but I'm going to be living here for the rest of my life. I'm so excited to be making this. It's the symbol of this country, and I'm being very serious how nervous I am because I've never had a project go wrong, knock on wood, and I don't want this one to go wrong because this is the most important by far.
If you're looking for truly red product, this is called Bloodwood.
This is perfect.
Now,
That's
just one
better
warning. I know you are doing this project completely by hand.
Yeah.
This is an extremely hard hardwood.
Oh, geez.
It's going to be difficult, but with the right tools, you'll be fine.
Okay.
This week, there's a lot of weight riding on my shoulders because if I can make this flag right for Jason Thomas, I'm kind of making it right for the rest of America.
Beautiful.
The stars and stripes mean a lot to Jason Thomas. I mean, this is a guy who served his country in the time of need. So I'm taking some of those elements, I'm actually bringing it into his room. My special project this week is Jason and Kirsty's bedroom. I want to give them kind of a bedroom to honor this guy, a bedroom that reflects all the things that are most important to them. Now, I can't show you everything, but this is going to be his headboard. I actually routed this out on a CNC router. Look at the detail. Enjoy that, because that is all you're going to see.
Nobody wants to frame in the rain. I mean, it was buckets upon buckets upon buckets of water. And it really put us behind because you cannot drywall when it rains.
So we got our walls up. The next step is insulation and drywall. Yeah, drywall, right.
As you can see, we're coming to the end of day 3. There's 2 things that haven't stopped all day. Number 1, the rain, and number 2, and more importantly, our framers. They're desperately trying to get this house undercover so we can start drywalling.
We can't put electrics in, plumbing in, we can't put drywall up if there's water coming through the house. And that's exactly what is happening.
We just need this rain to stop, please.
Next, a scramble to make up time.
This is absolute chaos.
Then we head to ground zero to meet the men that Jason Thomas saved.
An entire, how many story building just came down on top of you guys?
2 buildings. We were hit by both buildings.
That's 220 stories.
It's a miracle you guys are still here, man.
When Extreme Makeover Home Edition continues.
Muddy, but it's not enough to stop these guys from getting this house done. These guys have worked so hard, and they've worked in less than ideal weather conditions all through the night with the rain. And now we're running these tubes through. Feels actually nice and warm on this cold winter day, but it's more of a utilitarian purpose. It's to dry this whole house. We can't proceed until this house is dry.
Yo, Paulie.
Yo.
Let me talk to you for a second. So here's the deal, okay? I'm gonna take off. I'm actually gonna go to New York. We're in Ohio building a house for Jason Thomas. But this story actually started in New York on September 11th. I figured to really get to know Jason, I need to fly to New York and go to Ground Zero.
You should try to find the 2 Port Authority guys.
Yeah, Will and John, I'm on that. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. All right, Paulie.
Have a safe one.
Okay, so that piece is going over here.
I've taken on this week a little bit more than I think even I can handle because I'm a furniture maker. I'm not an artist, and I'm definitely not a sculptor. So I'm a little bit nervous this week because I have to make this wood look like it's flowing through the wind.
If I cut them now and I start carving with my carving tool and start carving all the way and it looks terrible, that's it this week, my project.
Tanya!
Is it not the most unbelievable thing? Total inspiration for my room.
I know. Do you know the coolest thing about it? The end of it is right at the volunteer tent.
It's beautiful. 2 days of rain and a rainbow. It's gotta be a good sign.
I'm doing a rainbows and roller skate room for Naomi Nomani. And when I saw the rainbow over the Thomas's house, I knew exactly what I wanted to do for the rainbow part of their room. But I still really need some roller skating information. So I'm gonna head to the roller skating rink and see what I can find out.
Do you know how to skate? No? Oh, then we better not hold on to one another. Oh, I haven't done this in a while. All right, everyone, coming through. Oh, no. Oh.
It just so happened that the day I went, I ran into like 20 little kids that were on a field trip. They were all like Naomi Nomani's age, 10 to 5.
What are you thinking? Help me out. I need some ideas.
Okay, the roller skates are not square because they could not move if they were square.
A ball in the middle like that. That's really smart. You think I should give them a pair of roller skates?
Yeah, so they can skate on.
In their room, though? I think so, too. Let's do it. Good job.
So this week my project is Jason's room. And I want to have a wall totally graffitied out. And I'm looking for graffiti artists. And I think, look at this, I'm in the right place. I'm driving down downtown Columbus, and I see these guys doing an outdoor painting for a local business. And I thought, you know what? Those guys are perfect for my room. I'm with Extreme Makeover Home Edition. You remember the show?
Yeah.
Yeah?
My mom loves it.
Oh, yeah? Well, we're doing like an urban, like, sophistication room. I got this wall, and I totally want to tag down and graffiti it out. I was curious if you guys would help me out, because this is exactly what I want. Is that cool?
Sure.
Yeah, seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah? We cool with that? Yeah, we got to get some paint?
Awesome.
Let's go.
So we got many things happening all at once, and it all has to do with elephants. This is our lazy elephant. And what it is the kids are gonna be able to sit on this with a wheel here and turn around.
So Jason and Marvis's room, it's all about elephants, and we got the whirly-twirly thing, like kind of Lazy Susan. That'll be a lazy elephant that's in right near the windows where you can spin around like you did on the playground. But what's cool about it is around this thing are all these building blocks. Your A's, B's, C's, your 1, 2s, and 3s, so I think they're really gonna like that.
60 boxes, 6 pieces to each box, 6 times 6, 360 pieces, a lot of wood. 1. $93, $94,
What time is it, man? What's the time?
4:15.
Beautiful, bro. Thanks a lot.
$1, $2.
sound you hear is the sound of progress.
Every square foot of this house has somebody standing there, either hanging rock, cutting rock, mudding rock, carrying rock, just rocking. This is insane. Woo! Jesse James, Sundance, nothing on this guy.
What is the rough time behind, if we are behind?
We're roughly about 10 hours behind schedule right now. Our drywallers are going to catch us up probably 3 to 4 hours.
Right. Why are you doing this, man?
Well, we're doing this for Jason Thomas, quite honestly. We feel very strongly about all the people that serve our country, to protect our country and our freedom.
Well, nice work, my friend.
Yeah.
I hope you can catch up those hours.
How's the flag coming?
The flag's... Yeah, ask me in 2 days, bro. All right.
Just ahead.
We were being hit by the debris falling down, the ceiling falling on us.
A story of survival at Ground Zero.
The significance of what Jason did, it's hard for us to comprehend.
And later,
we have never had any serious injuries. People don't realize, this is real. You get tired, and the next thing you know, you've got an injury. It was bad.
When Extreme Makeover Home Edition continues.
So I'm literally standing a few feet away from Ground Zero. This is where it all happened. And the reason I've come to New York is because I want to find out Jason's story. I want to find out what kind of man he was that day. So I also want to meet the 2 officers that he pulled out of the wreckage and actually saved their life. So today is going to be kind of a big day. None of us will ever forget 9/11. That was a day when so many heroes went down there to save lives. And most of them never came out alive. Going to Ground Zero it brings up mixed emotions, man, because you sit there and you look at this gigantic hole that is where 7 buildings used to be. It's just mind-boggling. I mean, the World Trade Center you'd hurt your neck looking up to see it. And they're gone. You guys must be John and Will.
Yes, I'm John.
John?
Nice to meet you.
Honor to meet you guys, man.
Will?
Hey,
Nice
Will.
to meet you.
Will Jimeno and John McLaughlin are 2 Port Authority police officers that went down to Ground Zero and they went up in these buildings to save as many lives as they could. But what's scary is all that came down on top of them and they survived. So, this is the road you guys came down?
Yes, on West Broadway.
What did you see when you guys were down here? I mean, what was happening at that moment?
Well, Building 1 was on fire. You could see the towers, and we went up to the precinct to get equipment. I had to cross over to the concourse to start going into Tower 1. We heard a loud explosion coming from the area of Building 2, and at that point, Building 2 was collapsing. There was 5 men in our team, and we were being hit by the debris falling down, the ceiling falling on us. When we were making the turn into the freight elevator lobby, 3 of us made it around to the lobby and survived. And Antonio Rodriguez and Chris Amoruso didn't make the turn, and they didn't survive the initial collapse. Dominic Pizzullo, who was with Will and I, he survived. When Tower 1 collapsed, Dominic was hit by debris that came into a hole, and Dominic died from his injuries in the hole.
An entire, how many story building just came down on top of you guys?
2 buildings. We were hit by both buildings.
So it's 220 stories.
How many hours were you guys down there, do you know? Trapped?
Well, yeah, I was trapped 13 hours. They got me out around 11 p.m. that evening. Okay. They found us at 8, took 3 hours to extract me out. And then Sarge was buried about 15 feet back from me.
I was buried for 22 hours.
You were buried for 22 hours?
They got me out the following morning. Both my legs were crushed. So we both got braces on both legs. He's got a brace on one leg. I had 26 surgeries. I'm up to 30 surgeries now, and we'll need a couple more. I still have open wounds that haven't been closed.
It's a miracle you guys are still here, man.
Yeah, it's a big miracle.
A lot of
It's mind-boggling, but we're here.
Well, a lot of people don't realize how dangerous that debris pile was, how severely dangerous between the fires, beams that actually were melting people's shoes. They were so hot, 6-story holes that you fell into, you wouldn't live. The significance of what Jason did to make it out into the middle of that debris field, it took a lot of courage to do what he did, and I think what you're doing to help his family is outstanding.
Couldn't have a better guy, you know, an American hero, someone that did something good for America that day, for us, and I know we're very proud of Jason, and what you guys are doing is just incredible.
9/11 was probably the worst day in American history. We lost so many lives. This is a story about two people who didn't, and that, to me, is, I mean, in a day like that, when so many lives were lost, and then you pull two bodies out, it's a sign of hope on a day that you lost everything. And I don't think anyone realizes how symbolic that was. And those guys do, man. You know, you see John McLaughlin, who can barely walk anymore. You know, his hips and his legs are no longer the same, but he can walk. He can hug his wife. He can hug his kids. And because, you know, people like Jason Thomas were there that day, it made me realize what the word hero means. And there were a lot of heroes on that day. Not a lot survived, but there were a lot of heroes.
Now, the renovation continues. In our nation's worst time of crisis, a former Marine answered the call.
On the morning of 9/11, Jason Thomas made his way to Ground Zero and began trying to rescue survivors from the wreckage.
If I had lost my life, it would have been well worth it.
You love this country, don't you?
I died for this country.
Tonight, a hero is repaid.
He showed exactly what kind of person he is, and that's the kind of person that shouldn't have to live the way he's living.
To see that the finest organization that the world has to offer, they're here representing, it was just overwhelming. It was definitely overwhelming. I want to thank you.
And one of our designers suffers a terrible accident.
Patient's lost about a half a liter of blood. He has a BP of 142/85. Hang in there, buddy.
Okay, America, this is the point of no return that I've been talking about for the last 2 days. Once I cut this, gang, the limey has really cemented himself to the fact that it's got to be carved. Okay, we're going to go for the carving, fellas.
For me, personally, it was very easy to get connected to this flag. I know I sound very different to every other member of the design team and most of the people that live in this country because I'm not from here, but my wife and son are. And I live here now, and I'm going to live the rest of my life here. And to be honest, I love this country.
This is the part that gets sculpted. Then there's going to be another wind billow here and another cut. So, that's it. Happy days, fellas, huh? Yeah. Yeah!
Fellas, my graffiti artists worked round the clock all night long. I actually found them sleeping. They're artists, and they really poured their souls into this piece. Yes. Yeah. Right on. It's fantastic. Here we go. Fantastic. I'm without words, brothers. Without words.
All right, so I'm right here in the great room here, and we have this open area here where we wanted to make sure that we displayed all of Jason's accommodations, all of the awards, all the medals that he received from all over the country. So I think the best way to do that, something similar to this here, it's thick, it's strong, it represents strength. So these strong shelves that'll span this area, similar to a bookcase, and that'll give us the areas to go ahead and display all of his different things.
Jason had a bedroom before he was so ashamed of he wouldn't put anything on the wall. He stored everything in boxes. Well, I've given him something that's a little nicer than a cardboard box. I can tell you this, can't wait to put it in the room. But that's something you can't see.
For Naomi and Amani's rainbow room, I mean, they have to have a rainbow. And not just some little rainbow and not just like colors on the wall. A real rainbow. Every color that you see in a rainbow is gonna be on their wall.
If I've discovered anything this week, I've definitely discovered that there is a place in this world for rainbows and roller skates to coincide together. And they will in Naomi and Amani's room.
There you are, Wendy. This place is big.
Yeah, it is.
Whoa. What is this?
This is our water jet machine. This is your glass.
I am having some circles cut out of glass. And they're tempered, they're safe. I'm gonna put adhesive on the back and just ding, 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 ding all over the wall. So underneath the rainbow, it just looks like it's showering colors of rain. They're gonna love it.
Now I just need about 175 more.
All right.
I was very fortunate that midway through the week, an old friend come and helped me out from a show we done last season in Kentucky. And I tell you what, from the moment he arrived, he never left the flag once.
Anthony, thanks, bruv. I really appreciate you being here, man.
I've really enjoyed working on this with you.
I think it's like President Kennedy being assassinated. Everyone remembers where they were.
Everyone remembers, yep.
Where were you on the day of September 11th?
I was in my truck on 275 on the way to paramedic school. And...
Paramedic school?
Yes, yep.
Are you EM?
I'm a firefighter paramedic, yep.
You've been working here for about 3 days with me. So you're a firefighter?
Yes, yep.
This project was just meant to be. And I can't explain it. I can't explain the feeling I was getting working on it. And I know Anthony was getting the same feeling. You're like, it's late, but let's carry on working. Let's get another, few calves done before we can go home.
To say we've got a long night is the biggest understatement since I've started these projects. It's going to be a very long night.
Ed was working with his grinder. It ended up slipping. He cut his hand. I mean, it's deep. He cut tendons. He might have gotten some bone. It's not good. This is like a really serious injury. This is the stuff that you worry about, that you hope never happens. Well, it happened. And honestly, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, he's really cut his hand bad.
We're working on the flag, and we're using the grinders. We've got chainsaw wheels. And as the grinder came across, it caught and came across the palm of his hand.
All right. And it was that grinding wheel that you guys were working on the flag with, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Is that morphine coming in?
Yes. Yeah, we're right now.
Please.
We got it coming.
We want to keep him. How much?
We got him. His body's warm. His body's warm. I can feel it.
Come on, buddy. You breathe with us, okay?
Breathing in.
Don't hold your breath now.
Breathing in now.
Hey, let's get going.
Let's go.
This is the stuff that you worry about, that you hope never happens. Well, it happened, and it's really kind of scary.
Yeah, we're still around with that hand laceration. The patient's lost about a half a liter of blood. He has a BP of 142/85. Hang in there, buddy.
Breathe in and out, sugar.
Is it the pain, buddy? Is it the pain?
It's my wife. She's pregnant with triplets. Nearly 3 months. We've been trying for 2 years.
Don't want her worrying about you, huh? Can you feel me touch your fingertips?
No.
I can feel that.
There you go.
On that finger, I can feel it.
That's awesome. We're getting close, buddy.
We're really close.
Yeah.
Why don't you give me his name again?
His name is Ed Sanders.
Sanders.
Can't really tell what's cut over there, but it looks like he might have cut tendon over there too, and probably a nerve that goes to that finger. I'll need to be fixed.
Just out of interest, how long would you think before I get complete mobile, with access to it again?
A couple months.
A couple of months.
Probably longer. That's a lot of rehab involved in fixing a tendon.
I was working on the very end of the flag, but that inside wave part was proving very problematic with the angle grinder I was using with the guard on, because the guard kept hitting the wood before the blade would. So the only way I could get to it was to take the safety guard off. And in a split second, I'm realizing that my hand is being torn apart by the blade. Let this be a lesson to everyone who's watching. There's always guards on machinery for a reason. Don't take them off. The moment I lifted my hand up and I saw what I saw, which was my finger bones, practically the whiteness, and the pain that was searing down my arm was like someone had thrust a red-hot poker in my hand and was making me clench it. And as I'm looking at it, I'm just thinking I'm screwed.
Well, I might get you ready for surgery then.
Hey, bruv. See you in a few hours, gang. See you in a few hours.
It's unbelievable that we can do what we do in the amount of time that we have. And what's amazing is we have never had like really any kind of serious injuries. People don't realize, you know, this is real. We do the work, we do the projects, we're using the tools. But that's the thing, man. You use these tools, sometimes you get hurt. And I just hope he's not severely hurt. Ed? Hey, buddy.
Hello, bruv. How you doing?
Good.
Good to
More
see you,
importantly,
man.
how are you?
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I've been better.
But you went through surgery last night, though, right?
Unbelievable. The doctor was he's made minced beef look like from filet mignon.
Can you move your fingers?
That's the great thing.
Wow.
If you'd have seen it yesterday, bruv,
Yeah.
it just looked horrendous. I apologise. I really wish I'd never taken the guard off.
It's okay, man. Look, here's the reason I'm here, man. First of all, you're gonna be missed. You know, I know you want to be there when the family sees the house.
Yeah.
Well, obviously you can't do that, so I'm gonna make sure you see it. So Ed, man, the poor guy, stuck in the hospital, you know. The Thomas family's about to come home. I know how much he wants to see this family, see their house. So I brought Ed a laptop so he could kind of see everything.
Oh,
so,
bruv, thanks.
I know how much it means to you. I'm so
Cheers.
sorry this happened. We're gonna miss you. Is there anything I can do for you?
It would be great if the project could get done. I was 3/4 of the way through finishing it. It just needs the stars put in and then a final wax on it. And this week for me, it's bigger than furniture. It's bigger than a piece of art. It's more than a flag. There's a lot of stuff gone into it. People from 9/11, past and present conflicts with Marines, the guys who are helping me. There's a lot more meaning into it now, and I want to make sure it gets done for Dad.
I promise you, I'll make sure it gets done.
The flag speaks volumes about this country, what it represents, and what the people fight for and believe in. I'm going to be very proud for the day that I get to call myself an American. Because I kind of feel left out at home with my wife and son, that they're already American. I'm proud of that. I'm very proud of that.
I just talked to Ed. He's at the hospital. The guy's like almost lost his hand, and the one thing he keeps saying over is make sure the guys finish the flag, make sure the guys finish the flag. So this obviously means a lot to him, and I know it's going to mean a lot to the family. Can you promise me this thing's going to get done?
It will get done, yes.
Awesome. You're fantastic.
We will get
it done. You guys make it
for
happen,
you.
all right? It looks awesome.
So, 24 hours sounds like a long time. It's not. We got a lot to do, and we got a family to bring home. So we got to get finished, get the last little bits of detail done, and we can move in furniture.
It was really, really hard to keep putting that house together after Ed got hurt. And there was a part of me at one time that was like, this is crazy. We should be with Ed. But Ed would be the first to say, guys, we're here for this family. We're here to get this house done. Ed wanted that flag finished. He wanted that house finished. He wanted Jason Thomas, American hero, to come home. We gotta get it done for Ed.
Hi, how are you?
Pleased to meet you. I'm
Very
Gunnery
nice to
Sergeant
meet
Donna
you.
Purdue. I'm representing Marine Corps recruiters from South Columbus.
Very nice to meet you. Sir. How are you?
I want to present Sergeant Thomas with a American flag, the hero's flag, and the Marine Corps flag itself, so he can fly those proudly.
We wanted to honor Sergeant Thomas, once a Marine, always a Marine, and he epitomizes that because he was off active duty and he still performed as a Marine would. I think we give him a big hoorah. 1, 2, 3. Hoorah! For Sergeant Thomas.
It's great, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Marines are special in our armed forces. They are the ones that are usually taking the first shots, and they're the ones that are receiving the first shots. And the flag to these folks, it's not just a flag. It represents what they fight for. It represents this country. So we wanted a special place to put the flag, and I think we found it.
Hey, Thomas family.
Hey, Hi, Thomas family.
Got some great news for you. Your house is done.
Beautiful.
But it's been a tough week for us here, and just been a real tough one for us this week. But we know you've seen tougher times, Jason. And a matter of fact, some of your local brothers from the Marines here in Columbus stopped by to say hello, and they gave me an American flag to hang in your front yard here. So we have the honor guard from the Whitehall Police helping us hang the flag to do it right. We know what that flag means to you, we know what it represents, and we know that you've spent a lifetime protecting that. So what would that be, though, without the national anthem? So we have a wonderful gospel singer here tonight to help us with that. Yolanda Adams. She's going to help sing the national anthem with us. So whenever you're ready, Yolanda.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Woo! That was great.
It was amazing. It was amazing. Words really just cannot express how it felt. We love what our country stands for. We appreciate the freedom that we have, and we don't take it for granted. That flag will always be there. That flag will be always flying proud.
So, Thomas family, we can't wait until you guys come home. Hopefully we got some protection here that'll take care of you guys through the cold winter. See you soon.
Bye, guys.
Good trip, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Got a flag.
Sometimes it takes a tragedy as catastrophic as 9/11 to really realize how fortunate we all are. And every once in a while we take the time to stop and say, you know, thank you. Thank you, Jason Thomas. And thank you to all the volunteers. And thank you for the men and women that are still over fighting for our freedoms. We are a very, very, very lucky country, and we're very lucky to live in it.
Coming up next, an emotional homecoming for a hero.
The Marines, we're bandit brothers. I love the Marine Corps. I love the Corps.
If you or someone you know deserves a home makeover, go to abc.com, keyword home makeover to apply to be on the show.
I think we ought to do the Marine, the Semper Fi, and have his Marine buddies up here, you know what I mean?
Right, here's another Marine.
In the beginning of the week, we weren't sure what to do with all of Jason's stuff, from the awards he's received from all over the country to the flags that have been given to him. So we decided to make some shelves that are thick in stature, and we decided to use that area there to display all of Jason's memorabilia.
Nice tribute to him, to a guy who deserves a little tribute.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thanks, bro.
Watch the curve, guys.
So, Ed, buddy, listen, man. I know you're in the hospital right now. Here's the good news, okay? The house is done. We're about to bring the family home, but, well, we've got one last thing that's got to go in. And I know it means a lot to you. And here it comes right now. So come on in. So Anthony and the guys are bringing it in. They finally finished it. And I know you wanted to make sure this thing went up in the house before the family came home, so we're about to install it right now. Come on in, guys. Come on in. Here's the big moment, man. We're finally putting it on the wall.
It looks unreal. It looks unreal.
And by the way, it weighs a lot.
Like most of my stuff, bro. Sorry.
Ed, there you have it, buddy. Anthony, John, you guys are awesome, dude. You want to say anything to Ed in the hospital?
I'm just glad we were able to get it done for you. Thanks, man.
It's time to bring the family home, people. Let's do this.
Bring them home.
Thank you, veteran. Thank you, police firefighters. Thank you, Ohio. Let's bring them home. Welcome home, Thomas family. Welcome home, man. Good. Here you go, buddy. I got you. Come on out of there. Say hi to everybody. Hey there. How are you?
Seeing the Marines, our military, Vietnam veterans, all veterans, it was definitely overwhelming. There was thousands of people out there. It was like everything racing through my mind. I know I had this much feelings that was bottled up, but I didn't know that I'll be this emotional. I'm this tough Marine, and we don't cry.
Your friends, your neighbors, they have been here every single day and night, man, to help us out to build you guys a house that is safe and sturdy, man, because I know that's what you guys wanted. So you guys ready for this?
Yes, we are. We are ready.
Are you sure you're ready?
We are ready.
Move that bus. Move that bus. Move that bus.
Then you know what to say, right? Say it with me, bus driver. Move that
old home. The walls were so unsound. This became really a place where you didn't want to live. We are going to cherish the new house. It's like night and day, good and bad. We'll be safe. It really was something that I couldn't even have dreamt of.
So guys, if you like the house, say hi to the team from MI Homes. These guys
You're the best!
So we also had some help from the design team. Holly, Tanya, and Johnny. Okay, sure. Okay, so here's the thing. Ed had a little bit of an accident this week. He's in the hospital. He's okay, but actually he's watching right now from his hospital room. So why don't you guys say hi?
Hi, buddy. Feel better.
God bless you. Before you guys walk through the door of your house, there's some people that came out to show support, and they are the United States Marines from the Lima Company right here in Columbus, Ohio.
Howard! Hurt! Help! Good! Help! Good! Help! Good! Lift! Help! Good! Help! Good! Lift! Help! Good! Help! Good! Lift! Help!
To see that the finest organization that the world has to offer, they're here representing. I remember those days. I remember those days when I was in formation, and it's like, you better not blink an eye. You better not blink an eye. And those guys, Lima Company, they were sharp. They were sharp.
Detail! Help! Move!
Why don't you walk through that line and into your brand new house?
Detail! Action!
The Marines of Lima Company here in Columbus, Ohio. You're a hero to us. We wanted to show you that we take care of our fellow Marines. That's why we wanted to be here today.
You guys are great.
Thank you.
You guys have taken such high losses and really defending our country.
It was
I
our
want to thank you.
honor.
I want to thank you.
It's our honor.
I want to thank you.
I got very emotional when the first sergeant stepped in front of me. I love the Marine Corps. I love the Corps. You know, the Marines, we're a band of brothers. I never left the Marine Corps. They never left me. I respected them being there. I respected that they took the time out to come to Jason Thomas's house. It was just overwhelming. It was definitely overwhelming. Definitely overwhelming.
I just want you guys to know, everyone here has been here this week to honor you, man. And you did your part. And all of us this week wanted to do ours. That's why this house is here. That's why those Marines are here. That's why everyone is here. I know how much you love this country. I know how much you love the flag and what it stands for. You gave everything you had for this country, and you were there in a day. It's one of the worst days in American history. Because of what you did, there are several lives that are still alive today and this week. We didn't forget that. When you're ready, I want you to walk through that door and show your family your brand new house.
Oh my God.
This is our house.
This is our house.
Steps.
Oh my gosh. Real steps.
You did a great job. You did a great job.
Congratulations. I'm so happy for you.
Jason was so happy that we're gonna have a new house. It's gonna be safe. The kids are gonna be happy, we're gonna be happy, and we're gonna be able just to live comfortably. It's beautiful. It's like winning the lottery.
Hey, guys. Hey, you're still in here. You guys like the house?
We love
it.
We really do.
So, this is you guys' kitchen. All brand new countertops, all stainless steel appliances.
Check this out.
So you guys like the kitchen?
I love
the kitchen.
Well, there's some other stuff I want to show you in the other room. So follow me to the living room.
Wow.
And then Jason, well, this is hopefully the wall that you were always kind of hoping you would have.
Wow. It's amazing.
That is something. Wow.
And you guys found the right place. You really did. So thank you. Thank you. That area really means a lot because that's who I am. I'll see that every day. I think about September 11th every day. I don't need to bottle this up. You know, it can be displayed and just let it define who you are.
But you'll never forget that day, will you?
I'll never forget that day. I will never. You know, we had over 3,000 heroes who lost their lives on that day, who left behind little brothers, little sisters, their children. They left behind a lot.
You know, just the fact that 2 police officers that went in to help could have lost their lives. They could have been down that hole forever. Those guys being found gave us all a little bit of hope, you know? And I just want to say, man, it's been an honor to be able to do this for you. I really mean that. So, what do you say I show you the rest of this house, because there's a lot more to see.
That'd be great.
All right, let's get your family to check it out. Now, this is something that Ed's been working on all week. Well, he wanted to do something special for you guys, and he wanted to give you guys a flag in memory of all the women and men lost their lives on 9/11, but also ones that are still out there serving the country around the world. While Ed was working on this thing, well, he actually got injured, and he really kind of chewed up his hand pretty badly. But here's what's crazy. While he's being treated, the one thing he kept saying over and over is, he's like, I need to make sure that the flag gets done so it's on the wall when the family gets home.
Ed's flag, I love that flag. Oh, I love that flag. That flag is the center of attention in that house. And then to know that he injured himself, our men and women bleed every day for our flag, and he bled as well for the flag. It says so much. Thanks, Ed.
Well, actually, Ed's watching, man, so why don't you guys say that?
Thanks, Ed. Did a great job.
We love it.
Yes, we do.
Good job. This week, I thought my time was up doing carpentry. And I came very close to losing the things that are most important to me. I've really mashed my hand up. And to say I mangled it up is an understatement. But every time I look at that scar, there's gonna be one across the palm of my head. I'm gonna think about that flag and what it stood for and why I built it. And that's gonna be a good memory for me.
So, Thomas family, are you guys ready to see some more house?
Oh, yeah!
Well, go check out the rest of your house.
Let's
Go.
Come on, come on.
Girls, I love your room. Oh my goodness, look at all those roller skates.
I had a rainbow, polka dots. It was awesome.
So what do you guys think of your room? Huh?
Awesome.
You got the disco ball, which just makes you feel like dancing right there. Is this how you dance?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Check out your room, buddy.
outfit!
Hey, my new outfit! My pillow. Move the elephant. My elephant room.
You gotta be kidding me.
No way. I like
Roman elephant ride. I make a castle.
Making a castle with yours? Oh. Wow. This is nice. Jason. Oh my goodness. Look at the artwork on your wall. Can you believe this? I'm sleeping in your room. I'm sleeping in your room.
My dad wishes we could just change places. But that's my room. John nailed everything. He promised me a great room and he gave me a great room.
Jason, you've got your own bathroom.
My son's room. Very excited about that room. I love that room. I'm gonna try and rush my son off to boarding school so I can take over that room. I'm only joking.
Well, I'd like you to meet the man behind it all. John Littlefield, come on in there, John.
Good job, good job.
Thank you.
Oh my God. You gotta be kidding me. This is so nice. Wow. Kirsty, look at my room. Oh, it's gorgeous. Wow, that's your color red. It is my color red.
When I needed someplace to go, Kirsty and Jason didn't skip a beat and said, bring your daughter, Marvis, and come on and stay with us. Kirsty has always been a ray of sunshine for me. She has her happy home. She has her family. It's great. It's great.
This is so wonderful. I'm sorry. Oh, there you go. Get in.
Jason Thomas stepped up and did his part for all of us, and so can you. To find out how you can make a difference, please go to abettercommunity.com.
On 9/11, man, you went above and beyond, and you never asked for anything in return. And because of people like you, we get to live the lives that we do. So personally, I just want to say thank you for that. So I made you guys' bedroom my special project, and I really hope you like it. Why don't you guys go check it out?
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Wow.
Oh. Wow.
Wow.
This
Check
is
out
great.
the colors. I love the colors.
Oh,
I love this
it.
room. Check out the lights. I love that we have 2 couches. Wow. How do you like this?
I love it.
How do you really like it?
I love it. I really love it.
I love the pictures on the wall.
I do too. We've never had their pictures on the wall.
No. This is great. Looking handsome. And Imani. You had a picture of all of my kids. I get to look at their picture every morning and understand why I'm the person that I am. It's because of my kids, and it's beautiful pictures. It's beautiful pictures.
I love this headboard.
The headboard is nice.
This is really nice.
So what do you guys think? I do okay?
You did great.
I love it. It is so perfect for us.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about it, okay? I know how much you love this country. So if you look around the room, this is a subtle tribute to the Stars and Stripes. The stripes along the wall. Then you see the headboard are all stars. And then if you see this trunk, and I figured I would put all the things that are important to you.
Oh, Jason.
That Foot Locker means so much to him because they've just been bagged up all these years. One of the outfits in there is a Marine Corps uniform he wore when he was working at Ground Zero for the 2.5 weeks. And there's still the dust and the ashes on it, and the boots that are there. You can see where they're melted on the bottom from walking across that hot rubble. And just to be where Jason can see it if he wants to and just kind of go through the memories. It's beautiful, beautiful.
Did a good job.
Thank you.
Did a good job. Did a good job. Thanks.
This is a guy who loves his country. He loves for what it stands for. He saw more in that day than most of us will ever see in our life. But I know the one thing that he did was he gave those 2 police officers hope. And on that day, if you could have any bit of hope and be found and survive, that's the greatest gift you could ever give anyone. So come on down.
I love it. Part of being an American is doing your part. What it takes is having that passion about helping other people. It's a pretty simple concept. Jason gets it. His family's learning it. You have to do your part. It's what makes us strong.
It's so awesome to see you guys finally in a home that honestly we all feel you deserve.
Whatever you would have done, it would have been great. We just knew that we were going to have a sound house. That's it.
We had a mission this week, much like you had yours. And you guys, mission accomplished, well done. So I guess there's just one last thing to say. Welcome home, Thomas family. Welcome home.
Everyone came together to help us. Jason went in to help someone else who had gone in to help someone else. I think that's what America's built on. I think that's what it stands for. I don't know what the future holds for the Thomas family right now, but I know whatever it is, we'll be happy, we'll be together, and we will be in our house, loving every single minute there. We are going to cherish. It'll be treasured by us forever. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Design team, we actually have to get on the bus, go to the hospital, and take a look on that. So follow me to the bus.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
See you guys.
Thank you.
You got
September 11th was a horrific day for this country, for New York. It was a coward attack on innocent people, on the innocent Americans. So on 9/11, I did have a mission. It wasn't a formal, it wasn't orders. I didn't get orders cut to me. But I felt compelled to help out. I would never have imagined, never would have imagined just being recognized for serving my country. I'm a Marine. I'm supposed to do this. This is what a Marine would do. I do want to say thank you to ABC. You've given us the opportunity to start fresh. Simplify first. Simplify.
Tell Ed we hope he feels better.
Got it. Yeah, it's simplified.
Simplified.
Thank you.
To find out more about the products used on tonight's show, go to abc.com, keyword home makeover.
Let's say, Jason, thank you for helping bring home my daddy and Uncle John. We love you. Give him a kiss. Give him a kiss. Say, love you, Jason.